enough because the total debt combined of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac is equivalent to $5 trillion, and it will not be able to operate. That is why the government not just bailed them out, but had to take them over. Now, taking them over means as absorbing the debts and the losses of those two corporations. And the debts of those two corporations totals $5 trillion. The national debt of the United States is $5 trillion. So by taking over these corporations, you have actually doubled the national debt from $5 to $10 trillion. That is the impact. In order to pay that debt, the U.S. will have to print a lot more money. To print a lot more money means to bring down a hyperinflationary situation, to bring down the value of the dollar. And as the dollar value goes down, the value of the dollar goes down, the world economy suffers. Why? Why can't we just allow the dollar to go down from 40 to 1 to 20 to 1 here in the Philippines? Why can't we allow that? Isn't that good for us? No. You know why? Because our economy is being supported by dollar earners. The OFWs, when they send their dollar here, they are expecting to receive 45 pesos for every $1 they receive. They get. However, if you tell them that they only get 20 pesos for every $1, they're all going to come back. Second, we also have an industry here that we are waving the banner of success. It's called the call center operators, right? The call center operators also operate on the basis of dollar contracts. If instead of receiving 45 pesos to 1, they only will receive 20 pesos to 1, what will the call center operators do? They will either close down or make the call center agents receive 1/2 of what they're paying them. If they receive 10,000 pesos a month, they will be asked to receive only 5. If they receive 20, they will be asked to receive only 10, you see. So that is the impact on us. So we cannot afford to allow our peso to appreciate on the basis of the crash of the US dollar. So what does our central bank and national economy and government do? They follow the crash of the US dollar. How do you do that? You inflate your economy the same way the US is inflating their economy. So you maintain a 45 to 1 exchange rate and going down at about the same rate. What does that do? That means the increase in prices of goods will be unabated. It will continue to impact on the quality of life of the population in general. And a lot more suffering, a lot more unrest, and a lot more moves on the part of regional areas to try to secede from the Republic of the Philippines.
So what you're saying is that basically our economy is just a pattern of what's happening in the United States. So don't we have the capacity to not follow it or have our own strategy?
But what's going on? Of course, we have to have a strategy of survival. What's going on now is not just the dollar collapsing. That is a manifestation of the whole financial system collapse, the global financial system. The system of floating exchange rates has actually collapsed because that bubble that it had created to pump prime and continue to have the Wall Street and all the stock markets around the world continue their activities, has created a giant bubble, okay? And that bubble had burst as July of 2007. And the conditions of economy from that time on was tended to, well, not only tended, were actually crashing. All economies save none, not even China, with its phenomenal growth, can sustain this kind of crash. You must remember, China is holding on to $1.5 trillion of U.S. currency. And if the U.S. currency crashes, which it had crashed for about maybe 40 to 50% by now, after 1 year, that means the value of the U.S. currency that China is holding has also been lost. The purchasing power has also been lost. So they're losing money, right? Because they're holding on to a receivable from the United States. The same for all the economies, because the U.S. dollar, de facto, is the international currency. We trade in it, we save dollars. We purchase in U.S. dollar. Now, to change the basis of the international currency from the U.S. dollar to another currency, let's say the euro, is going to be foolhardy, because just to talk about it will accelerate the crash of the U.S. dollar even faster. So, and there is no one currency right now